All right, Julius is joining us now from Denver, where, you know, no big deal. Caught another touchdown pass last night from Peyton Manning. It's becoming a kind of a habit. Julius, you're speaking to your old high school or your old college basketball coach and your old football coach. How do you feel about the way the football team has started off this season?
Well, I mean, I think it's exciting. You know, in the league, we tease each other a little bit about, you know, how our alma maters are doing and follow them. And it's exciting to see Portland State winning. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get too many wins the year I played, but just to see that, you know, the momentum is building out there, just a culture that Coach Burton is starting to develop. It's exciting, and I wish I could catch more games.
Yep. All right, Julius, I wanted to ask you now, you've had great success this season with Peyton Manning, and as you look at that and you reflect a little bit on your season, is this something you expected? I mean, did you really expect something like this to happen to you, or is this still kind of catching you by surprise?
No, I mean, it's something that I work towards. You know, unfortunately, you know, I had some things to go through early on in my career in the NFL, but, you know, I always felt that when I got the opportunity to be healthy and get out there on the field that I'd be able to make plays. And, you know, it's just something that, you know, Coach Burton used to always tell me before the games, you know, just go out there and be a playmaker. And, you know, I kind of kept that with me, just, you know, trying to make plays and continue to do what I can to help the team.
So that means I actually had somebody actually listen. After all these years, somebody actually heard what I had to say. You know, here's my biggest question. Now that you don't get in trouble for celebrating after a touchdown, what is the next? What touchdown celebration can we expect the next time you hit? Because I saw two hands out. You know, I'm looking for that signature deal. What can I get? A jump shot, something?
You know, I got to get with my creativity team and come up with something. I don't know. The first game I had something down, and this last game I didn't really have a plan. I was like, you know, I'll just, you know, go with the flow. But, you know, I do need to make something signature of mine. And you know, I'm also getting a lot of flack for not having done the Mile High Salute yet. So,
well, how about this? Can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion?
Of course.
How about this? You throw up a V the next time I see you, right? The next time you score, I think you got to throw that V up. How about that?
Hey, I'm down.
There you go.
Actually, I got to be careful because, you know, they don't penalize you, but they do write checks for a hand signal. So
hand signal. Wait, how big is that check? Because, you know, Ty got a raise, I think, this past year. The question I do have for Julius is, what advice would you have for guys that are currently on our teams now in terms of how they can work themselves to get to the next level, or maybe that high school young man who wants to have that dream to be in the NFL, catching passes from a guy like Peyton Manning, like yourself?
You know, I just think you gotta believe in yourself first and foremost. You know, that's crucial. You know, having that confidence and really setting that goal. If you want to play at the next level, there's a ton of guys. You know, every week before we play another opponent, you know, I look through their roster and I see all kind of guys that played in the FCS, and you know, it's definitely a goal. It's attainable. You just have to set that goal, and you really have to work. I think a lot of guys don't really put in the amount of effort that they could. You know, you always see guys and you think, if that guy really was determined and he really wanted it, he could play at the next level. And, you know, it happens. And, you know, it's happened when I was playing basketball, when I was playing football. And, you know, I would just encourage people to take that extra time. You know, hound the coaches to help you get better. Hound your teammates. You know, if you're playing receiver, and you're not calling every single quarterback every day in the offseason, just begging a guy to come out there and throw you the football, then, you know, I'd have to question how bad you want it.
Right.
I mean, you know, like, the gym is always open. That's what our coaches used to always tell us. And, you know, if guys aren't coming in there and guys aren't playing open gym, you know, you want to say, well, when the season comes, how do you expect to win your conference? You know, when we won and we're going on and playing the NCAAs, all summer long, it was what we did. We got together as a team and we worked, and, you know, it paid off for us down the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one thing I'll always say about you, JT. Just coaching you and just the example that you just talked about and what you meant to our program, your work ethic, your desire to win, your knowledge, and you know, like, not even really a question to you, but just really proud of you and what you mean to Portland State and what you've done for Portland State basketball and for this university. And we're behind you 100%, and it's a lot of fun to watch you on TV. And I get my little tweets out with the hashtag number 80 after them. So I even got my little kid a number 80 Julius Thomas jersey sitting up in his room. So
wait a minute.
Although he cries when he puts it on sometimes, JT, so we got to work on that one a little bit.
I got to go on record as saying 2 years ago, when Julius was a rookie, I think I sent you this picture, was my son for Halloween dressed up as number 80 for the Broncos. And we were walking around the neighborhood, and the kids were like, yeah, oh, wait, go Broncos. Wait, who's 80?
They know they're probably selling like hotcakes.
This year, now we got kids in the neighborhood trying to steal it, saying, oh, you can't fit it anymore. Yeah. So what an awesome deal, and same thing, man. We're all rooting for you.
Julius, want to take some time to thank you for joining us. I know how all-inclusive pro football can be, and I know how busy you are. Very kind of you to join your coaches and us tonight. Really appreciated talking to you, and good luck the rest of the way.
Oh, thank you. You know, it's a little bit past my bedtime, but anytime I get to, you know, give back to the school that really helped me achieve a lot of things, it's just no problem. And, you know, Coach Burton and Coach Geving are two people that really mean a lot to me, and I appreciate everything they've done for me. And anytime I get a little chance to give them something back, it's no problem.
All right, thanks, Julius. Tyler, you had no idea when you were recruiting him to play basketball that he'd end up with the Denver Broncos.
No, I didn't. I knew one thing about him. I knew, you know, right away he was a great kid. He had great work ethic. That's why we recruited him. And if anybody saw JT play basketball, he never took a shot outside 2 feet. And I think he's actually, he knew his game. He knew his role. And I think he's actually the all-time leading field goal percentage shooter in Portland State basketball history at, I don't know, 65, close to 70%. But he understood the game, he knew his role, and like I said, nothing outside 2 feet in that big dunk. I can still remember that against Montana State to get us to the tournament.